Welcome everybody to another episode of Rewind the Times, the show all past, present, future. First of all, I want to say I hope everybody's having a really good day. Man, I've been working a lot like always, and keeping up with everything that's going on, entertainment and toys and everything else. And man, just I miss making videos. I haven't made a video in about 7 days. So, and I always say that I'm gonna try to make time to make more videos, and it's just hard, man, especially when you work a lot. But it's something I'm very excited about that I listened to yesterday, and most people that watch my channel, they know I'm a huge DC Black Adam fan. I'm so excited about Warner Brothers Black Adam movie that's coming out in October. And you got Shazam in December, and then you got Aquaman in March, and then The Flash in July. I'm sorry, The Flash in June, and then Blue Beetle August 18th, which that costume just looks, it might be one of my favorite costumes of all time. Comic book movies, and just the costume looks absolutely amazing. And the person that they have him, that's playing Blue Beetle, the Jamie Rez character of Blue Beetle, is the kid from the Cobra Kai. I can't say his name right, so I'm not even going to bother to butcher it. But I've seen some behind the scenes of them filming and stuff, and it looks so good, man. I'm so excited about seeing that movie, and it's a theatrical movie, so I'm excited about that. So 2 days ago, David Zaslav, the president of Warner Brothers, they canceled Batgirl, and I know this sucks. I was looking forward to seeing Batgirl. I really was, especially with Leslie Grace, the beautiful Leslie Grace playing Barbara Gordon, Brendan Fraser coming back as Firefly, Michael Keaton coming back as Batman, and J.K. Simmons playing, Commissioner Gordon, and Barbara Gordon's father. And it sucks, man. I've heard pretty much everything they said about it. How I guess they did 2 test screenings, and the movie actually failed. The test screenings were in the low 60s. They said. I think the best compliment I heard from about the movie was that it was pretty good. It doesn't sound like a movie that, and it wasn't going into the theaters too. It didn't get a theatrical date. It was supposed to go on HBO Max. It was supposed to be part of the DCEU continuation of the timeline, but it wasn't. It wasn't supposed to go in the theaters. And what David Zaslav is saying, the president of WB, is that if they're gonna spend money on movies, because the original budget was 70 million, and then I shot up to like 90, and then because of COVID and some stuff, some reshooting, I think I shot up to like $100 million. That's a lot of money to spend on a movie that's just going to streaming. So I do understand what he's saying, and something that he said yesterday that made me feel super good, super excited. I have, as DC fans, we have heard this before, but there's something about this man. I think he's different, and he said that the DC brand is very important, and they have a 10-year plan. And these DC movies, they're gonna have big theatrical, release dates, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna be put on the big, the big screen. None of these streaming services, because remember, they do go on streaming after 45 days, anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I think the budget was like 200 to 250 million dollars, and ended up making like $770 million. And 45 days later, it was on HBO Max. So for 45 days, it made almost $800 million. So I'm very excited about what he wants. He said that the DC brand is very exciting. That it's very important to them. He's excited. He said he has seen Black Adam. He has seen The Flash, and he has seen Shazam 2: Fury of the Gods. And he said they're good movies, and that he can make them better. And people are thinking that they're gonna push the dates back. I don't think that's what he means. I just think he means as an overall they can make the movies just in general better. And I don't think think about it. I mean, the MCU is going on their 30th movie with Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and in November, and DC is going on their 11th movie with Black Adam. They are so far behind the game. I mean, they haven't put a movie in the theaters since the Suicide Squad. Of last year, June of last year of 2019. Man, as a DC fan, it does. It makes me so depressed. It does, because I love this brand. I love these comic book characters. I mean, I live and die with them. I absolutely love them. You know, I'm a huge Batman fan. I mean, I'm so excited for Black Adam, and to know that he said that that the DC brand is important, it gets me excited. It does. It gets me excited. Now, I don't think he's gonna. I don't. You know, I've heard some people say they think it's gonna be a full reboot. I don't think it's gonna be a full reboot. A full reboot means you're recasting everybody. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think it's gonna be like a soft reboot. And what I mean is, let me explain. I think the DCEU is not going to change. Like he's still going to build off. He's still going to build off of this world. It's just they're going to be better movies, and the continuity and the continuation of movies and within that universe is just going to be a lot better. That's what I think he means. The old regime with Walter Hamada and Toby Emmerich, they they were greenlighting the Wonder Twins, which I wouldn't mind seeing, but let's take care of Batman and Wonder Woman. Hell, we need a Superman. How does the DC not have a Superman? I don't understand how DC right now has the most important character besides Batman, and I am a little biased because I am a huge Batman fan. How do they not? How do they not have Superman? Marvel, they can touch on their lesser the MCU and Marvel, they can touch on their lesser characters because all the other characters they have are up front and center. Thor and Captain Marvel and Captain America. All these people are they're there, so they can do like an Ant-Man, or lesser characters like Adam Warlock, who's now going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord and Drax and Gamora. They weren't huge names. They really weren't. I ain't gonna lie. When the Guardians of the Galaxy came out, the movie, a couple years ago, I didn't know who they were. I'd be lying to you if I did. And I do, even though I am a DC fan, I still know Marvel. I still know Marvel. But I mean, imagine Marvel not having Spider-Man, or Marvel not having Thor, or the Hulk. I mean, that'd be so weird. And DC is not even doing anything right now for Superman. And I think there's a reason why we keep seeing anytime there is anything teased with Superman, um, we see like a shadow or a faceless or the body of Henry Cavill. Because Henry Cavill is this generation's Christopher Reeves. He's an amazing Superman. I think we all want him back. Myself included. And I can't see why he's not here. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know if they're saving his appearance for something special. Hopefully Black Adam, or hopefully Shazam, or Man of Steel 2, or, I mean, the good thing is an Aquaman 2. Ben Affleck came back. Because I heard that his last appearance for Batman was supposed to be in The Flash, and because the timeline got switched, he is going to be in the Aquaman 2 movie, which makes a lot of sense, because people are like, oh, they had test screenings for Aquaman, and Michael Keaton was in it, and it didn't make sense because of the whole timeline. So I give Warner Brothers a lot of respect and credit for doing that, because it makes sense that they were like, you know what, our timeline got switched up, so we have to do it correctly. Because the multiverse is really cool. It's a really cool idea. I've heard people say that David Zaslav is not excited about it, but I think the direction they're going, especially with the Flash movie, the multiverse is the right way to do it. But Henry Cavill, whenever he gets teased, it's like in the Peacemaker show, we clearly you could see it was Henry Cavill, even though it wasn't him. It was still the shape of his body. Or Shazam at the end with the headless, the headless Superman. I heard that in the Flash movie, little spoiler, but there is a Superman kind of in the movie, and I heard it is like the shape of Henry Cavill again. I mean, we want him. We all want Henry Cavill. I want him back. WB, David Zaslav, do the right thing and get him back. I mean, it'd be smart to get him back. He's still young. He's in his early 40s. I mean, The Rock is 52 and he's doing Black Adam. He's in great shape. There's no reason I can't see there's really no reason not to have him back. And I know we said the cape is still in the closet, so let's get him back, man, because we need him. But like I said, man, I'm really excited about this 10-year plan. He talked about all the movies that they're going to put out are going to be theatrical big movies. Anything that's not up to par, they're going to go back to the drawing board, redo them, or they're just going to shelf them. and they're not going to be good, and that kind of sucks too because, like I said, man, when Batgirl first got announced, I was super excited, just like a lot of other people that I see on the internet, on Instagram, and on YouTube. They were so excited about having Batgirl come, and especially with Michael Keaton, and this could have been a big break for Brendan Fraser, um, so super excited him with the Firefly character, and for them to just shelve it just kind of suck. It kind of makes me think of Roger Corman's 1994, the Fantastic Four movie. With Jay Underwood, and who played Johnny Storm, and Michael Bailey Smith when playing the Thing. That was actually the first original Marvel movie that came out a long, long time ago, and it kind of got rushed into production, and all these actors and actresses. Rebecca Stab, I believe she played Susan Storm. I can't think of the man who played Reed Richards right now in Doctor Doom. Sorry, man, I just can't. Their names are slipping. But I mean, they did the movie. They made it in like 4 or 5 months, and then Marvel was like, "Nah, we're not gonna put it out," and they just shelved it. And it's like you're shelving someone's hard work. You're shelving someone's blood, sweat, tears. You're shelving these people's lives that they committed to for 4 or 5 months, and and eventually, really, really happy that eventually it came out. It did come out, years later, and I got an opportunity to see it. And yeah, it's not the greatest movie. It's not. But what it is, but the one thing I will say is it's the VFX, the visual part of the movie may not be the greatest, but the plot and them staying true to the comic book, because the Thing looks just like the comic book. That is what they stay true to, and that is awesome. Michael Bailey Smith played an awesome Ben Grimm. I mean, the characters, Jay Underwood was Johnny Storm. You know what I mean? Like, they really made you believe, but just the visual effects weren't the greatest. You know what I mean? But so eventually we did see it. So I'm hoping that maybe one day we will see this Batgirl. They said the costumes were cheaply made. Keaton's Batman costume was not nice looking. I ain't gonna lie, when I did see Leslie Grace's headpiece, it looked weird. Like, it had like a weird plastic, and I swear I've seen that plastic somewhere before. I think I've seen it on like a big bouncy rubber ball or something. It was weird. When I first seen it, I kind of did say to myself, "Wow, that mask kind of looks cheaply made." But the costume had like a biker suit to it, and it really did look like the one that she wears in the comic books and the TV show. I love that. And I mean, she was so proud to play that, and I just to take that away from her, I feel so bad. So I really do hope, fingers crossed, that one day we get to see all their hard works, and even the directors of the movie, man. I heard the guy heard when he was at a wedding. He was at one of the guys they're at their wedding or a buddy's wedding, and they found out. Oh man! So imagine celebrating a great day of getting married, and then find out all the hard work of a movie you just made is not being seen. But from what David Zaslav said, it was not good at all. And if it's not good, we're not going to see it. And he wants only the best now from DC, and that's the one thing I am very excited about. The old regime would just force movies and give them very low budgets, and you can't make great movies nowadays with $80 million or $90 million. I mean, you need to really give them a great budget and let them make a great movie. The Batman movie, like I said, was $200 million. Movies like that. Marvel's always putting in a lot of money to make their movies, and that's how it's gonna be nowadays. So on one side of it, I'm really excited. On the other side, I really want to see Batgirl, but hopefully one day we'll get to see it. And like I said, fingers crossed. But Zaslav said he has a 10-year plan. And I really hope that he sticks to it. And my gut is saying he's going to. So I mean, the world, these movies that we see for the next 10 years are going to be great. I mean, just imagine, because he wants quality movies, because the DC brand is a money maker. It is a money maker. Movies, TV's Mad Mick, who talks about DC all the time, great guy. He was talking about how they might sell it because they are like in bankruptcy. They're like negative $300 billion or something. So he was saying that if they got a good offer, that he might sell it, which I would have thought would have been ridiculous if they sold. But I'm glad they didn't, because he does realize that the DC brand, which I heard they're turning into DC Studios, which is going to be awesome, because Marvel has the studios. This will be the first time that DC is listed as a studio. Um, Dude, comic books, superheroes, they sell nowadays. And these movies, if when done right, dude, they're going to be great movies. I mean, and when they're done right, they will be great movies. I'll tell you right now. He said that he's seen The Flash, Shazam, and Black Adam, and they're terrific movies. I bet you Black Adam makes at least 800 million. Shazam, I'd say Shazam had a budget of 160 million and it made 360, or 120 million and it made 360 million. I bet you Shazam, I bet you makes like $600 million. And The Flash, this movie's gonna make a lot of movie. Unfortunately, Ezra Miller, he's an idiot. I'll tell you now, someone gave me that role, I wouldn't leave my hotel room. He's just a dumbass. I believe he will be recasted. I don't think they're saying it now that he's fired, but I would do something towards the end where the Speed Force and he gets sent to another timeline, and all of a sudden, our Flash, something happens in the Speed Force, and it sends Miller's Barry Allen somewhere, and all of a sudden, the camera focuses on a new Flash, and you turn around and it's Grant Gustin or something. I mean, the place would go nuts, because everybody does want to see Grant Gustin. You know what I mean? He loves the Flash. He's been doing it for 9 years. The WB, the Flash show on the WB, the CW, I'm sorry, is being canceled after 9 seasons. But he loves that role, and I think he'd embrace it and give him a quality, good money and a quality, special effects. I think he'd do great on the big screen, and I'm super excited. I heard he does appear in the movie somewhere as a cameo. Someone did say that to me, so. But listen, I'd like to know what you guys think about what David Zaslav said. If you guys have heard about the 10-year plan for DC, I think finally we're on a right path. We have a guy who wants to make this brand better. He knows that this is a moneymaker, and he knows that we're going to focus on Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Green Lantern, which we need a Green Lantern movie. Jeez, man, what's going on with that? I mean, 2011's Ryan Reynolds movie is the last time we've seen Green Lantern, like a real Green Lantern movie. We need that. So listen, man, I'd like to hear what you guys think. Please, like, subscribe. Got 101 subscribers. I appreciate it, guys. It means the world to me. When I do have time, I'm gonna make more videos. I got some more stuff I want to show. I love talking about the past, the 80s, the 90s. I love talking about everything. So when I say rewind the times, it's just everything. It's just everything, man. I love talking about everything. Present, past, future things, so everything. So listen, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit today. Go get a haircut. Man, it's been hot as hell on this East Coast. So listen, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Remember, God first and then family. And everyone take care of yourselves. So until the next video, man. Peace.